in what we're calling the spring of discontent. Imagine that large, unaccountable corporations who violate basic democratic principles of fairness and democracy are on defense this spring, leading up to their high-profile shareholder meetings. Envision a spring of discontent with hundreds of thousands of people from across the country occupying the headquarters and shareholder meetings of corporations representing the worst of the worst. Big corporations like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Monsanto, and Walmart will be targeted to make big changes in how they treat their customers and shareholders, and we have specific demands for these and many more. This spring, Charlotte, the state of North Carolina, the U.S. South will be a part of this wave, and we will organize a week of large-scale direct actions to deliver a clear message to Bank of America. Pay your fair share. Get money out of democracy. Invest in American jobs that protect workers and support families, and stop funding climate change. We are now going to deliver our letter to Brian Moynihan, Chief Executive Officer of Bank of America, and let him know that we are coming to their shareholder meeting because Bank of America is bad for America. Bank of America is taking from us, the 99%, to make himself and his friends in the 1% richer. The vast majority of people are suffering. 46.2 million Americans are living in poverty. It is estimated that 1 out of every 6 North Carolinian and 1 out of every 4 North Carolinian child are living in poverty. This is not an accident. We know for a fact, Mr. Moynihan, that you are not wondering where your next paycheck is coming from. Just a year after receiving nearly $200 billion in taxpayer bailouts, you joined other big banks in setting a record for CEO compensation. Earlier this year, you announced you were going to lay off 30,000 workers, a move that will hurt and devastate our communities across the country. Families are hurting more than ever now. Your poverty-driving corporation is continuing to starve the people, and adding insult to injury, you're using our own money to do so. No more. For these reasons, we are coming to your shareholder meeting in May. We're going to be inside and outside that meeting, demanding transformation and lifting up the communities hurt most by Bank of America's racist and corrupt policies and practices. There will be plenty more to do before the shareholders meeting, but every journey starts with a single step. We urge you to join us now and throughout February, March, April, and May. And we'll be keeping the pressure on Bank of America all the way to say pay up and do what's right for the people and the planet. And since I started with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, I'd like to end with one as well. And this can happen to America, the richest nation in the world, and nothing's wrong with that. This is America's opportunity to help bridge the gap between the have and the have-nots. The question is whether America will do it. There is nothing new about poverty. What is new is that we now have the techniques and the resources to get rid of poverty. The real question is whether we have the will. And it's actions like this, it's people like this, it's grassroots communities in struggle all across the country moving against the banks that show that we have the will, and we will win. Thank you.
How do I stop this?